Hi, everyone. I'm Megan, and this is Beguiled by Books, a community of book lovers and word nerds. Today, I'm sharing 5 books that are guaranteed to spark discussion at your next book club. Let's get started. Before I get started, quick reminder that I am starting the Growth Library, a book-based blueprint to wisdom and well-being, a course that distills 12 science-heavy nonfiction books into actionable insights that you can take to make your life better and shortcut your way to massive success. Go ahead and sign up below. I really appreciate it. And you will get early content before the course comes out so that you can decide if you want to sign up for the actual course or not. A lot of freebies in there, so go check it out. Now, let's talk about these 5 books that are guaranteed to spark discussion at your next book club. If you have not already read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue during your book club, definitely add it to the rotation. This book is so beautiful. The main themes are around choices and immortality. So, our main character makes a deal with a suspicious character who grants her immortality, but unfortunately, she is unable to leave a mark or any record of her existence on the world. So she just kind of drifts for 300 years. And this sparks so much discussion on love, on loss, on grief, and especially on choices. If you were in that situation, what choice would you have made? Would you have accepted your fate, or would you have made the same choice or a completely different choice? This book is so beautifully written. It's one of my all-time favorites, and it is guaranteed to stir some conversation with the folks in your book club. A recent book that is guaranteed to start some discussion at your book club is Kristen Hanna's The Women. This book is a historical fiction novel about the Vietnam conflict and the women specifically who were in the background, the unsung heroes of this experience for the work they did in the field and then how they were treated when they returned back to the US from their time abroad. And it's a heavy book, but it's so beautifully written and it makes you feel so strongly for these women who went through this based on reality, but a historical fiction novel. It will spark questions about the patriarchy, about women in combat, about all of these political and experiential things that have been developing in the last 50 years that it will absolutely get spicy in your book club if you want to talk about this in the right ways. Of course, you can gloss over a lot of things, but if you have the desire for a little bit of deep discussion, The Women is absolutely a phenomenal book that you can add to your book club rotation. A beautiful, wholesome, delightful book that is guaranteed to spark discussion at your next book club is The House in the Cerulean Sea. I absolutely adore this book for so many reasons. It's a cozy fantasy disguised as so many different things, a parenting book, a book about found family, friendship, love, caring for others. It's so beautiful and just makes your heart sing with love and hope. I cannot express how much I love this book, truly. But this book will guarantee a discussion at book club because there are so many little things, quiet things that are happening throughout that actually are really big and important. You have a diverse group of children with their own special powers and personalities and quirks. And how do you deal with that as an adult? How do you deal with the drudgery of a boring job that inspires nothing in you? How do you find love in a world where love is getting harder and harder to find? This book, these themes, they're so powerful and passionate and beautiful. Absolutely, you will have a wonderful book club discussion when you read this. A nonfiction book that will definitely spark some conversation in your next book club, even if your book club is not big in nonfiction, is The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. This book is one of the most popular of Ryan Holiday's books, and it's all about how to face challenges head on rather than trying to avoid or avert them. It's really important in this day and age when every single person is going through some type of challenge, no matter what your background, no matter what you're doing in life, we're all experiencing some flavor of a challenge. And it's so important to face it directly and head on rather than the alternatives of avoiding, pretending it'll go away, hoping someone else will deal with it. We all know that's never how it works. So the obstacle is the way is going to spark a lot of self-reflection as well as a lot of really great discussion at your next book club. A nonfiction book that I want to be in way more book clubs is Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential. Anthony Bourdain is one of my all-time favorite celebrity chefs. I think he was a really interesting man, and Kitchen Confidential is his first memoir. He's written many other books. Of course, you likely know him from many of his travel shows where he goes around the world, eats food, talks about the culture. Fabulous stuff. Love Bourdain. But Kitchen Confidential is really that first look into who that man was. It details his time in Provincetown, Massachusetts as an early days chef and all the shenanigans chefs get up to and just kind of the era he was in, the challenges he faced, really how he developed as a human and as a chef. It's wonderfully written. It exposes so many interesting things about the restaurant industry. And as you would expect in true Anthony Bourdain fashion, it is very unfiltered, full of amazing imagery and swear words. Wonderful book. It will absolutely add some spice to your next book club discussion. What are some of your favorite books you've read at your book club? Does your book club even read books, or do you just get together and drink and hang out? I'm not judging. I'm here for both. Let me know in the comments below. I really would love to know what it's like at your book club. If you got something from this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and pop over to the links that I have put in the description. You can sign up for that growth library course, and I've got reading guides for a bunch of these books that I mentioned, so you can actually have questions prepared going into your book club discussion to get some of that spark going. Thanks again and have a wonderful day.